Hey, welcome back. So to get this out of the way really quick, I'm trying to grow the channel to at least 500. If you haven't already subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. As we go through the video, if you like the content, please hit the like button. But with that being said, let's go. All right, so today I'm going to go over what I feel is the most overlooked aspect if you are switching from from a different DAW to Reaper specifically. Uh, Again, I know there's been different videos or different, conversations about, all DAWs sound the same, which, theoretically, I think that's true. However, I think there's things that we're doing inside each one of these DAWs, which is contributing to this idea or concept of things of sounding differently. So I mentioned in previous videos that I switched from Pro Tools to Reaper. One of the main things that I noticed differently was really like if I was playing let's say like a pad or like a synth that was spread kind of wide. If I bounced out the session or just even brought over the MIDI files in the instrument, it seemed like it sounded a bit different from the Pro Tools version of the track to the Reaper version. And for a while, I couldn't figure out what it was. In my opinion, I think what's causing it or why it sounds different is because of the pan, specifically on the master bus. So this is what I've started doing. Reaper comes in stock. The pan knob is set to this default stereo balance mono pan is default. I've been switching to the dual pan. This pan option is a bit more similar to how Pro Tools is set up. There's typically two knobs that you can, pan the left and right independently. So just like this, I can take the left pan and invert it all the way to the right, and vice versa. I can take the right and invert it all the way to the left. Pro Tools pan works pretty much like this. It's not, unless you're working off like a mono track, you're not going to typically see this, one knob setup. And even as I kind of toggle through, turn this up some. Sorry. It's almost imperceivable, but test this out. And again, I have, and I do feel there's a difference. Listen to how it's spread like this. My ears feel like it's a bit more open and wide in the dual pan option. Now, I know these pans are different. I know they function differently. There's videos already proving that they operate differently. But if you're coming from Pro Tools, I would suggest maybe playing around with or experimenting more with the dual pan option. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot wider in comparison to this one. Whoops. Yeah. So yeah, real quick, that's my suggestion. If you've come from Pro Tools or maybe some other DAW and you're finding that maybe things don't necessarily sound right, just try it out on like one instrument. I suggest looking into the pan knob and seeing if, the DAW that you're coming from or that you have came from, if you're already in Reaper, use the different pan setup and see if that makes it feel more like what you were accustomed to. This was helpful. Again, I ask that you hit that like button. I'm growing the channel. And until next time, peace.
Yes. Complex.